Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. And what's going on with Crypto Cruise? Sean is coming back. We need to show you a very important movie. What feeling do you have right now? There is a negative mood. Locked Twitter is not bullish. Why would you want to sell now? BTC is still $65,000. What do we see when we add up all three? We can expect there to be a little more of a slowdown. This is in the secondary market. You need to pay attention to what the number 3 is telling you. See, we had this rise before we hit bottom, and now we see another one after we hit bottom. Then what happened after we fell through this upward path? When we got lost. Let's get closer. It's back in 2019. It failed again when we got back, and then we fell down. How much did we drop? If we look out, we should be able to see it. From this touchback, how far did we fall? In the end, we went back down by another almost 40% for all three. Can we now say if this is what we see? Take a look at this. It slowed down, but this is a black swan event, so we're not going to call it. We hit the bottom around a 40% drop. Take a look at this line of style. This trend line is important because it helped us help. We went through it, tested again, hit the bottom, and then bounced back up. The black swan from the pandemic dump was this. Then we made our way back up and ran into pushback at this support point. This was before we got this double peak and then turned around. What if the same things happen again? Check this out. We are going to get very close to the price movement. Today is the present. We see this go up and look at it. We're just above this moving average of 20. It's time to kiss this support line and turn it into resistance. A red candle is seen right now. The 200-day moving average is now all the way down here. It's about 481%. Take this step back, will you? Let's check to see how far back that is from where we kissed that line. If we went all the way back down to touch that 200-day moving average, that would be a 30% pullback. Could we look at this? This could be good for you for sure. Take a look at this. This is what we saw, and then there was this run up to the top. Could this huge rise, 300-400% gain happen? You should, but don't sell your stack just yet, because you can see that we might just go down and cool off before we go up again. This could be a repeat of what happened in the past. It might not repeat exactly, but it does look like it rhymes. We also broke through this 20-day moving average and this move. We fell below it on this test. The light we see here is just breaking through this 20-day moving average right now. Could we come down? Is that what comes next in the alts? From where we are now, that will definitely be a loss. The charts show another drop of about 20% to 25%. Bitcoin might be about to break this trend line by sending the alts back down to this lower range, just like it did in the past. As you can see, we're not that far from the 200. We keep getting more and more tired because the 200 is still rolling over. Could you squeeze us until we break? That's likely what will happen. In what way do we think that Bitcoin? Look at the chart for Bitcoin. This still looks very strong. What does it mean that Bitcoin is still going up and to the right? Check out this purple line too. We're consolidating over opposition from before. Back in 2021, there was resistance. The double peak led to a bear market, but we blew through this. What does that lead to? We're just getting stronger. So the 20-day moving average is getting close to where the price is. You'll understand what we mean if we zoom in on this. If you look, you can see that the 20-day moving average is getting closer and closer. This could bounce back up and hit you. What did Bitcoin do the last time it did something like this? This was the highest point in 2017. Then there was a bear market. We bought too much right here in the middle of June or July 2019. Had this back up. Once more, this was the viral dump. When it went back up, we ran as high as we had been before. Check out what happened. We had some short consolidation below, not above, and it looked like it was going to be turned down. It went on for a few weeks. So are these plots getting longer? That could work, but look what happened. You want to see this big thing. When we got above this, when we blew above this, we quickly reached the top of the mountain when we went up. We went up 240%, as you can see. Don't count the wicks. From the exit to the high points of this candle, we can measure from the bottom of the body to the high points. This distance is about 212%. Take a look at this graph. We extended this line from the peak in 2017 to the peak at $65,000. Let's take a look at where we are now. We can see this coming together. As of right now, this purple line is above the all-time high, which is the 20-day moving average. Zone is right here. As we get ready to bounce up to the top, please note that I have zoomed out again. If we do see this, please connect the dots right here between the peak in 2017 and the peak in 2021. following 4 years. Let's move on to 2025 now. Let's take a look at this from Velez. Oliver Velez is a well-known investor, and you don't know who he is. This is definitely a November peak. November 13th, which was a bear market at the time. November 17th, which was a bear market at the time. November 21st, which was a bear market at the time. This means that every Bitcoin drop is a chance. Each and every one. Do not be scared of these drops or times of stabilization, because right now you can add stats. Instead, take them in, use them, and stay close to me. He's here. And look, it happens every 4 years. It's better to use this to make your family rich now than in late 25, late 29, or late 33. It will become harder to find over time. Do not forget this. Let's go back to this chart now. Don't forget that this is where we were in 2020. About a 200% rise in price. We linked these tops to this. We're going to look into this. Check out what the chart showed. Take a look at this convergence. We're getting stronger above this purple line. Now you might be wondering what will happen if we go up and link up to here around the end of 2025, say in November, since that's when it happened. That would be about a 200% move. If these cycles are just matching, which means they're within a few percentage points of each other, this could be what Bitcoin will experience. Where will we be if we go up 224%? A Bitcoin worth $211,000. That's about the same amount of Bitcoin as Max Kaiser's $220,000. Don't forget that we can look up and kiss it, but everything is coming together beautifully. If you zoom out, you can see that now is not the time to sell because we're not going back down. We're not going to drop the price to $49,000 again. Could we go back to $50,000? Yes, we could. But keep in mind that if this happened right now, that is, if we fell through this 20-day moving average, then came back down, retested this previous resistance, and turned it into support, we might kiss the Gaussian channel right there, maybe at the same time. Guys, if this ever happened, it would be a new low. Our pace is still going up. We're still going up the stairs. That's why this is also definitely a strong chance. You can use all of your dry cash, even if there is a pullback. But right now, this is also a chance to buy, team. Don't sell your Bitcoin right now because you don't want to miss this. Every drop is a chance to buy. Right now, being out of the market and out of Bitcoin is riskier than being in it. Don't forget that the market is rising. Do not listen to anyone who says otherwise. That's all I have to say about the Bitcoin boom. If you like what you're reading, click the like button. Check out the station.